welcome to the New York Times Medium Sudoku. This is Wednesday, December 27th. If I count digits, I see 8 in the top 3 rows. I see 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 7 in the middle. 3, that's 15, then 4 plus 2 plus another 2. So 8, that gives us to 23. And with that, they all look fairly evenly distributed, so let's roll. Okay, in the top 3 rows, I've got 6, 4, 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 3. I have no repeated digits. In the middle 3 rows, I also have no repeated digits. In the bottom 3 rows I do. I've got those 2 3s, so I can place a 3 in one of these two in box 8 because that given 3 rules this cell out. Now, what about my columns? I've got 6s. That makes one of these 3 a 6. Uh, 4, 1, 9, 2, 3. I think I'm done. Okay, the middle 3 columns, I've got some 2s. And this 2, given 2 rules that cell out, so that's a 2. And there's my first digit in the grid. And based on these 2s, I can go ahead and place a 2 in one of 2 places in box number 6. And then here I've got some 4s, which I can place a 4 there because 4 must be in one of those 2 spots, but this cell is ruled out by that given 4. Okay, that means one of these 2 is a 4. And is that all I get? As far as hidden single digits, I believe so. Okay, now I have to start looking at other clusters of digits. I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. I need 2, 6, 8, 9. Well, in box 3, no, neither of these cells could be 9, so 9 is one of those 2. That's 2, 6, or 8. So's this. This is 2, 8, or 9. This one is 6, 8, or 9. Whoops. No, that's not 8. That's not 8. Okay. Well, wait a minute. So neither of these are 8. So 8's in one of these 2 spots. 2, unfortunately, could still be here. Okay, well, actually, neither of these can be 6 or 8. Let me try this again. 2, 6, 8, 9, and this cell sees 2, 6, and 8. It must be 9. This cell, out of 2, 6, 8, 9, now sees 6, 8, and 9. That must be 2. This turns into a 6, 8 pair here. I've got 3, 6, 8, 9. I need 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 for the rest of row 3. This sees 2 and 7. This sees 1 and 2. That one sees 7. This one sees 2. That one sees 1 and 4. Okay, in row 2, I have 2, 5, 7, 9. I need 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, of which that cell can be anything. This is not 3. That's not 6. 4, 6, 8. Okay, and this can't be 6 either. Okay, in row 1, I've got 1, 2, 4, 6. I need to place 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, that one sees 3 and 9. Yeah, all of these see 9, and therefore 9 isn't one of these two cells, but this cell is ruled out. So I know immediately that the very top corner of the grid is a 9. Okay, this cell out of 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 sees 7 and 9. So that one's down to 3, 5, or 8. Let's see, I've got 2 in one of those. Let's see, these 2 are not 3, and these 2 are not 3. That one I think still could be 3. Yeah. But 3 in box 4 is in one of 2 places, and they're offset. Eight still has more than one place, though. In box 4, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. I need 3, 5, 7, 8. This one sees 7, so this one is 3, 5, or 8. This is 5, 7, 8. This is 3 or 8, so this is 5 or 7 only. That one. Well, let's see. What about column 9? I've got 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. I appear to need 1, 5, and 7, and this one sees 1 and 7. That one must be 5. This is 1 or 7 to go with that being 1 or 7. Okay, in row 7, I've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. I need 2, 6, 8, 9 to fill out the row. This one sees 6. That one sees 2 and 9. That one sees 6 and 9. That one just sees a 9. So this sees a 9, this sees a 9, this sees a 9. I know where 9 goes in row 7. Okay, I now have 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I need 1, 2, 7, 8. Well, I just placed the 7 because there's only 3 spaces left to fill in. This 7 here rolls out that cell and that cell. And this 7 rolls that cell out. So I know immediately that the now highlighted cell is a 7. Okay, I have 1, 2, and 8 to place in box 9. This cell sees 1 and 2. It must be 8. The remaining 2 cells are a 1, 2 pair. Oh, and this 8 is going to give me 2 more digits. Let's see. I've got 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I need 1, 2, 6, and 7 for column 7, but the placed 1 in box 6 rules out 3 of the 4 remaining cells. So I know that cell's a 1. This is a 2. I now have 2, 6, and 7 to fill out for these 3 cells. This one sees 2 and 6, it must be 7. This one can't be 2, it must be 6, which means that's a 2. Therefore, I know what is not 2. In column 8, I have 3, 5, and 9 to place. This highlighted cell sees 3 and 9, it must be 5. The remaining cells must be 3 and 9. Let's see. Looking at the positions of the given ones and the placed 1 in the bottom 3 rows, I know 1 is in one of 2 places in row 8 in box 7. Oh, that 5 is going to tell me that's a 7. Therefore, this is not 7. And neither is that. Or this cell, for that matter. That leaves 1 place for 7 in box 1, which is here. By my corner markings, that's a 2. That 2 is going to come down here and sort out the 2, 6, 8 triple. And row 7 is complete. Okay, in row 5, I appear to need 4 and 6, neither of which has anything else looking at it. Let's see, that's 8. In row 7 is going to come up here. This is not 8. That's not 8. And that's not 8. Okay, 3, 5 pair in column 3, so this is not 3, this is 1 or 4. The remaining 1, 4 is down there. Let's see. I need 1, 4, 5, 8 to fill out column 2, but neither of these can be 8. So these start with 1, 4, 5, of which this is not 1. Oh. And both of these also have to be 9, don't they? Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7 says I need 1, 4, 5, 8, 9. I was missing a digit. In fact, one of those must be 9. I've got 1, 2, 4, 6 in row 4. I need 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, neither of these are 3. 5, 7, 8, 9, of which that's not 7. Okay, that was not helpful. These cells are not 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So you're looking at 1, 5, 8, 9 out of that set. This is not 9. This is not 1. That, unfortunately, could be just about anything. Let's see. A 6 is going to come out. This is not 6. So that forces the 6 in box 2 because the other, it's got 3 6s looking at it. To wit, this one, this one, and that one. Okay, this cell must be a 3 because it's the only place left in row 2. That makes this a 5. That cell must be 3, which says this is not 3. Oh, this is not 5. A 1, 4 pair tells me that's an 8. So I get 2 more digits and box 4 is done. Ah, no. I'm entering things too fast, I think. Yeah. I said this was an 8 because it was the only place. 8 forces this cell to be a 5. This one is an 8. These two are now 5 and 6. This one has a 6 looking at it. It's a 5. Therefore, that's a 6. This is not 5. This is not 5. Okay, I've got 1, 4, 5, 9 to fill out for the rest of row 8. This one can't be 1 or 9. This is 4 or 5 explicitly. This cell is not 1, but I believe could be any of the other digits. Oh, actually, I have another given digit. That's a 7. It's got 3 other 7s looking into box 5. So, this is not 7. This cell at the top of the grid is not 7. None of these cells are 5. Okay, this is a 3, 7, 8 hidden triple, which says this is not 8, but we knew that already because of the play state. So I've got 1, 4 there with nothing else looking at it. I have a 1, 4, 5 triple in box 2 to go with the 1, 4, 5 triple in row 3. absolutely none of which are resolved yet. But I have a 3 here that will tell me that's a 9. That's a 3. This cell, to complete row 4, must be 8. So this cell is not 8. This one, at the bottom right corner of box 5, is not 8 either. Okay, these cells are not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So you start with 3, 4, 8, 9. Now, this cell sees 3 and 9. That one appears to see none of the digits. That one sees an 8, but nothing else. And now everything is filled out, so now I'm just waiting for my last breakthrough. This 6 tells me that's a 4. That's 6. This is ruled out for me a 4, as is that. Oh, this 7 has been staring at that for ages. This cell never could have been 7, so 3, 8, 7. Unwind like that. This 3 is going to come back down here. This is a 9. The 9 means this cell is not 9. I have a 4, 5 pair in the box, so this cell cannot be 4 and must be 8. Remember what he said, this wasn't 9. 4, 5, and this can't be 4 by pair, 8 by placement, or 9 by placement. That must be 3. 4, 1. That's a 9, and we've broken the puzzle at this point. And I'm typing too fast. That's supposed to be a 4. This is a 1. There's a really bad memory leak going on. 5, 9, 1, 4, and 5. And after a rather painful 25 minutes, I'm finally done. Well, thank you for joining me this morning.